Yo, what is going, guys? It's jmoneyhs back again with another video, and today we are going to be going over the best decks in Hearthstone right now for the standard format to try and get legend with. But before we get into that, before I show all the decks, be sure to like, subscribe, so that way you don't miss out on any Hearthstone content. But yeah, let's go ahead and get into the collection and see here. First things first, yeah, we got to cover it. Big Spell Mage. Yes, it is the best deck by far, bar none, 100%. You cannot stop. It's very hard to stop this deck. Yeah, this is one of the best decks in the meta. Only counters are like one of the other decks I'm going to show later on, and this deck. So basically what you want to do is try and cheat out Tsunamis and Sunset Volleys for 0 mana, thanks to Cephalopods, having it be cast when drawn. Yeah, you can play Cephalopods and then right after play Watercolor Artist. It'll automatically draw the Tsunami, and it'll automatically cast the 4 water elementals that freeze, and then they attack. Why is Tsunami that? What the fuck? Like, it's insane. And then you know what? You want another 0 mana one? Get a coin from either having the coin in general or through Greedy Partner or Metal Detector, and you can play Portalmancer Skyla when you have a Tsunami or a Sunset Volley or Under the Sea in your hand. And you know what? That bitch will cost fucking 0 mana. Because all of that will just automatically, just, that's so stupid. But yeah, it's very stupid, and it works a lot of the time. It is by far the best deck that everyone is wanting to counter in the meta right now. And then if we go up next, we see Pain Warlock, one of the decks that can, whenever Mage, the Big Spell Mage goes off and everything, sometimes Pain Warlock can just absolutely counter it just by playing a bunch of big shit. It's easy to counter a couple of 3/6 water elementals when you're playing 0 mana Molten Giants and Imprisoned Horrors and shit like that. And now they also have the Party Planner Vana in here as well, so you can summon the Ouroboros in there. And then you also have health resets with Infernal, and then you also have Popgar for the 2 barrels of sludge to get the extra 8 life there. But yeah, it's also just like a really good fucking aggro deck. Only thing you want to watch out for is your life total, so that way you don't accidentally die on your opponent's turn and everything. It's still the same as usual. Only difference is really Party Planner Vana, if we're being completely honest. Other than that, the deck has been the same since fucking what is it? Since Whizbang's Workshop. Yeah, since the start of Whizbang's Workshop, especially with mass production and is Malefic Rook in? Yeah, Malefic Rook is in. A lot of the good shit from Pain Warlock was in Whizbang's Workshop, so, Then next, we've got Flood Paladin. Yeah, I really absolutely hate this deck. No matter what you do, your opponent still plays a million fucking minions and gets down their Sea Giants, and then you're dead in the next turn because of double goddamn Crusader Auras. Yeah, like, it's absolutely stupid. It's absolutely stupid. I feel like only Control Warrior can fucking deal with this one. Not just Highlander Warrior. You need like full-blown Control Warrior because of the amount of little shits this fucking Flood Paladin summons. You've got the fucking mining casualties, which summon 4 minions, basically. But yeah, you'll have the 2 there just at the minimum. Yeah, Muster for Battle, that summons 3. You have Showdown, that summons 3. Gorgazormu, which summons 3 off of the cheese. It's absolutely stupid. Boogie Down summons 3. I mean, 3 is the fucking magic number, apparently, for summoning shit in Paladin. And then, yeah, you just play Double C Giant, get your Crusader auras down. You win. That's basically how it's supposed to go. Like, again, Flood Paladin, still the same that it's been for God knows how long. And then we've got, like, probably one of my favorite decks since it got released in Whizbang's Workshop, and that is Hand Buff Paladin. I'm still really high on Hand Buff Paladin, and you can, if you're a newer returning player, you can have Hand Buff Paladin for free with the loaner decks and everything. So definitely take advantage of that, because you can get like some really fucking good cards. Like you can get the Painter's Virtue, which is absolutely insane. Tiger's Plush. You get a lot of like pretty good legendaries in here, like Amitus in here, Tarum. But yeah, it's just what you want to do is just have a bunch of like charge minions or rush minions in your hand. The rush minions for survivability, but you want to have the charge minions as well as the outfit tailors in your hand, and then just buff them up with the Painter's Virtue. Have a video on that if you want to go check that out. I think it's the same exact list from 3 months ago. That is insane that this list has not changed. Has not changed in 3 fucking months. Before Perils of Paradise, I would always say Hand Buff Paladin, Hand Buff Paladin, Hand Buff Paladin was the best deck throughout all of Whizbang's Workshop. Like, not even like after the nerfs, like Hand Buff Paladin was just still that insane. And then we got one that I just recently did a video on, Big Shaman. So, yeah, if you want to go check that out, please do. Yeah, not Hand Buff. I'm fucking Paladin. Big Shaman. It was really good, honestly. The only... what did I do? Yeah, you don't really need a double Fairy Tale Forest, I don't think, in this list, because you don't really have that many battle cries. Did I not change that? I don't think I did. That's crazy. Anyways, I could have swore I took out Fairy Tale Forest and put in another Thrall's Gift. I'm going to do that real quick. There we go, much better. But anyways, yeah, what you want to do is just get the Cliff Dive to summon like a bunch of your big minions like Yoxron, Walking Mountain, Kolagarn, or Golganeth, or, maybe Cookie off of Walking Mountain. Then you get a 10-drop that stays on the board. That'd be pretty cool. But yeah, you can transform the Cliff Dive with Hagatha the Fabled to get a little bit of stuff there. And then you also have the Razzle Dazzler here as well, so that way you can have like an alternate like mid-game win con kind of thing with the Razzle Dazzler for Shaman and everything. It's pretty fucking good because you've got the Nature Spell for Pop-Up Book and whatever else. You got Molten Magma for Fire Spells. You've got Fell Spell, Sigil of Skydiving. That's really good. You've got a Shadow Spell. I did not think that... I forgot that this is a Shadow Spell. Skirting Death. You've got another Nature Spell, and then you've got Frost Spell for Frosty Decor. So you can have like a bunch of spells that... a bunch of spell schools, so Razzle Dazzler gets a lot of value. But yeah, it's really good. I got 100% win rate whenever I was going through it. Honestly, I shouldn't have won a couple of those games. But you know what? It is what it is. But yeah, it was definitely a fun time playing those games. And yeah, it's on my channel. Go check that out if you haven't already. Then we have Evolve Shaman, which is kinda of the same as a big shaman, but instead of summoning like 2 big guys, he summoned like a bunch of little guys and then just evolve them with Wave of Nostalgia. I think I got like 100% win rate with a Wave of Nostalgia shaman like back in Whizbang's workshop too, when they unleashed the mini set for it. But yeah, it's also got Gorgon Zormu in here for a couple extra free minions to evolve. That Gorgon Zormu is just really fucking good in a lot of Minion Swarm decks, which there's a lot of. So yeah, Gorgon Zormu, very, very good. You also have Patches the Pilot to get a bunch of minions in your deck. Sigil of Skydiving, again, more minions in your deck. Carefree Cookie, really fucking good in this list because you can just, especially if you get like a Sigil of Skydiving off or some pirates from the patches, you get some like instant 2-drops, and you ain't got to worry about Doomsayer. And then you have the Wave of Nostalgia for the legendary minions. Just play like 7 minions for 0 mana, and then just play this on 5. Very easy. And then we have Pirate Demon Hunter, which apparently is apparently the top deck on HS Replay, but honestly, I ain't buying it. Like, I get that it can be super aggressive and everything, and it has like some extra tools in here for like the counter matchup and everything with Hot Coals. That's really good to have. But like other than like, I just feel like if you burn up all your resources too quick, or you just face something that can deal with all the shit you put down, like you're not gonna win. I don't know why it has such a high win rate. I don't have faith in this deck, but hey, it's got a high win rate, so that's worth saying something, But yeah, Pirate Demon Hunter apparently still very, very good. You got Ziliax in here for the Swarm. Ziliax will be really good with this list as well, with South Sea Captain and everything. But honestly, I just don't believe in this deck. I don't believe in this deck like I believe in Joe Hendry. You got to get like real lucky with the cards that you get in your hand. You got to get quick pick and stuff, and then you got to just not run out of resources. Like if you run out of resources, I think you just kind of lose. But hey, I mean, who might argue with high win rates in Diamond Through Legend, And then we've got a deck that's been surging in popularity and win rate on HS Replay, and that is Reno Hunter. Apparently, Reno Hunter's been seeing a lot of play, and I think it's just because of like a bunch of mid game swarms, or like that it can deal with a lot of like early game stuff. Because honestly, I'm not seeing a win con in here, which Reno Hunter has not really had a win con in a long time. But this one doesn't even have like Stranglethorn Heart in it. So that got me wondering. I was like, why does this not have Stranglethorn Heart in it? Like, honestly, I don't know. But hey, you got the new Cash Cow in here. You've got Catch of the Day. I think Catch of the Day is from the mini set. If I'm wrong, But yeah, honestly, I don't see the win con in here, but I guess it just deals with a lot of mid game boards, so you ain't got to worry about like swarm decks a lot of the time. And if you do come across it, you just got Star Power. You've got Dream Planner Zephyrus, really good inclusion in this list. I love that. You've got Veldurin if they've got a bunch of little minions. But yeah, Reno Hunter, I'm going to have a deck highlight video coming about that tomorrow. But yeah, let me know what you think of the Reno Hunter list in the comments. And then we've got a deck that I just most recently covered on the deck highlights and everything, and that is Reno Shaman. Honestly, I really love this list, if I'm being completely honest. It's very good when it comes to dealing with a lot of the spell mages, the tsunami mages. It doesn't deal with them all the time, but it deals with them like a very good amount of the time. It just depends on if the big spell mages high roll instantly and everything. Like, I've had games where the big spell mages have high rolled instantly and won, and then I've had them high roll instantly and then still lose. Like, I just there's a lot of survivability in this deck with things like Giant Tumbleweed that can clear out the entire water elementals. Obviously, you've got Reno Lone Ranger. You've got Yogg for the induce insanity effect of the Titan, which makes everything attack each other. You can have Shutter Block, summon a million Zilliaxes, have that go off with it. You've got Amphibious Elixir in here. You've got Malta Magma, especially with if you get like spell damage somehow. If you can get spell damage on Malta Magma, you can clear out all the water elementals for just 6 mana. That honestly not bad. Zephyrus is very good with dealing with it because you get the travel tour that impacts the enemy board. It's very good on that. But yeah, I always love using Shutter Block for Incendious, if I'm being honest, because I just love getting like 15 freaking eruptions into my deck and then just going off with it. And then Dr. Holiday, very, very good in this list because you have like the infinite amount of taunts. So, if you are going up against the big spell mages of the world or like a swarm deck or anything like that, you got a bunch of taunts for them to get through. So, and then you also got Baking Soda Volcano, which is insane in this list as well. But yeah, like Reno Shaman, very good at surviving. And with cards like Zephyrus and everything, it's a a whole lot better than it was before Perils in Paradise and the mini set. And then finally, we've got a deck that I highlighted right after the mini set got announced, but it was before it got released. So I don't know if this is actually still as good as it was before during the Whizbang's workshop in the mini set for it and Perils in Paradise stuff going on with it. Don't know if it's as good as it was then, but Heal Priest, I was winning a bunch of fucking games with this deck, if I'm being honest. Love getting like Hedonis go off turns and summoning like a million of Hedonises. Especially with Rest in Peace, mana cheat. One mana cheat. It's very, very good. But, if you can get, like, Hedonis with, like, a million hidden gems, like, it's insane. Like, I've had a bunch of, like, games where I've just, like, had my opponents not be able to summon anything because they would just fucking die by 3 injured haulers and 2 hidden gems. And the same for the otherwise with 3 Heartbreaker Hedonises and 3 fucking hidden gems. Like, it's absolutely insane. It was so funny. But yeah, and then you've also got Aman'Thul in here for like other games. If you get a Creation Protocol, sometimes Aman'Thul is a really good fucking card to get as well. But yeah, I really like this deck. I just don't know if it's as good as it was before the mini set. I haven't like heard anything about Heal Priest still breaking the meta, but I just thought I'd highlight it because I highlighted it like towards a couple of weeks ago at the start of the month. But yeah, that's all the decks that I recommend for to try and hit Legend before the end of the month and for the month of October as well. Let me know what you think about the list in the comments below. What deck have you gotten to hit Legend with this month? And why is it Big Spell Mage? But yeah, anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you guys did enjoy. Be sure to leave a like and subscribe so that way you don't miss out on any Hearthstone content. And I'll catch you all in the next video. Take it easy.